Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. It's been, what, like 2 months? I've been meaning to make this video for about 2 weeks now and have just had no motivation at all because if you've ever fallen out of a habit, you know it's hard to force yourself to start it again, even though it is something fun. I like making these videos. But back in October, we all got really bad colds. Yes, I promise it was just a cold, which is kind of funny that like 2020 now you have to specify and preface, yes, promise it was just a cold. But yeah, so my daughter got it first and then my husband, and if you're a mom watching this, then you can probably relate when I say that I always get it last and I always get it the worst in my opinion. Sorry, my dog is barking, probably at the mailman. Yeah, probably the mailman. But anyway, so then that kind of knocked me out for the rest of October. And then in November, the time changed, which was my demise. I think I really do not like November because of the time change, because I work with companies that are based in China and they don't observe daylight savings time. So I have to get up an hour earlier and work an hour earlier to match what I was doing prior to the time change. So that kind of knocked me out for the month of November because every chance that I got, I was sleeping because I was exhausted getting up at 4:30 instead of 5:30. Weird how that 1 hour of difference or 1 hour of time makes that much of a difference. But so this month, I always try to take off most of December. Usually I work 5 to sometimes even 7 days a week, but in the month of in the month of December, I'm just working 3 days a week and just kind of taking a break. So I thought that I could start filming some more videos. So this is not an unboxing because there is no box, they're all out, but this is my Black Friday haul, I guess, from Pen Chalet. They sent me an email on Black Friday or the day before Black Friday saying that they were having a sale. It wasn't a great sale, it was only 10% off, which is not much, but I have been thinking of doing, and I'm going to talk more about this in a later video, but I'm kind of thinking about doing a no-buy for next year, for all of next year, in regards to my journaling and planning supplies. So I figured I would take the chance on Black Friday and purchase kind of all of the inks that I would want to use next year. So these are my 8 inks that I chose. All of them you have seen in my ink exploration videos, so they're not really going to be anything new except for these two. These two I did not show. So we will look at those, we'll open them, and I'm going to swatch them in my Nanami A5 Crossfield. This is the Japanese version. They have their regular American version. I don't know. Can't really say it's an English version because there's no words, so it's not like the Hobonichi where it's, the Japanese and the English, but they called this their Japanese version. The inside is a little bit different, and I don't know what I did, but I chose it because I thought that I liked it better, but these are 7mm grid and that is just so big. So when I got it, I was like, oh, okay, not what I don't know why I didn't expect that, because I read the description and I compared it with the American version and picked this one, obviously, but I don't know, I was disappointed for some reason. But anyways, this is actually going to be my next journal, and I'm going to talk about that in a future video when I talk about my 2021 plans for planning and journaling. But I thought we could just use the first page and swatch all of these inks. So I'm actually going to move the camera, I think, and do like a bird's eye view of the page instead, because this is like and my face is like right here, so it's kind of in my way. So I'm gonna change that. Okay, that should be better. And sorry for the shadows. They're a little bit worse now than they were when I originally switched the camera. I'm winded because I just was running up and down stairs, because actually I'm filming this about 30 minutes after I said that I would switch the shot, because I went to go film this in this way and I could not get this open. So this looks a heck of a lot different than it did 2 seconds ago for you. Now it's kind of mutilated, and I will probably decanter it into something that is more pleasing to look at, because this was, oh my gosh. Okay, my hand is raw. I could not open this. I tried everything. I ran it under hot water. I used those little grippy jar openers. I actually was like, okay, I'm just gonna smash it. Like, I was about to try to find a hammer and just try to smash the top completely. But I happened to find in the basement, in my husband's little RC truck room, I found a flathead screwdriver, and I just, after many attempts, popped it off. So it's a little beat up. I put tape over the label so that when I ran it under water it would not get ruined, but apparently that was cheap packing tape, because it still got a little ruined. But oh well. It is what it is. The ink is unbothered. So, but this is KYO NO OTO. It says number 3, so I don't know if each ink has its own number, or if that is the like group. I don't know, but it says number 3, and then the color is Koke-iro. So it is a green color. So as you can see, I kind of killed it, but yeah, that was a lot. My hand is throbbing, but oh well. That was not what I was expected. I was actually filming this, and then I was like, oh yeah, this is Koke-iro. Okay, let's go. And I was trying to open it, and I was like, well, that's embarrassing. And then I spent the next 20 or 30 minutes trying to coax it open. So let me just throw that away, because I don't know, do I need that? Did I need that little rubber thing? I don't know. I have no idea if I need it. Oh well. Oh, you know what I should do? I should get my dip pen, and I'll do a writing sample for these also. I don't have a towel. I'll just use my pants. I don't care. Okay, I'm just kind of like annoyed now because that took so long, and now I don't even care. So this is, again, this is Koke-iro. This is one that I did not put in my videos because I knew that I wanted it already, so I wasn't worried about trying it out. Okay, that is, it's a nice like mossy green. I love it. I do have 1, 2, 3 other greens in this. I guess one is kind of brown. One could be brown, one could be green, but I have 3 other green-ish colors. Should I go in color order, or no, I'm just gonna go in the order that I put it. So the next one is Noodler's Black Swan in Australian Roses. This is, oh my god, I always forget that their inks are like literally to the top. So I just almost spilled that all over the place, but that would have probably ended this video. I probably would have just given up and not ever filmed this video again because that probably would have been the last straw. So this is the only Noodler's ink that I will ever buy probably in my life. Oh my gosh, those colors. Oh, those are beautiful. Okay. This is the only one that I've had good luck with, but I love it. I like that it is not bright. I'm not really, I don't know, I used to be really into the bright colors when I started this hobby, and I've kind of gotten out of that and into the more jewel and earth tones. And so I like that this is still like a pretty color, but it's not bright, it's not in your face. And I love that when it shades, it, I don't know if you can see that, but when it shades, it almost looks black when you put a lot of ink down. But those two colors actually together are really pretty. Okay, so the next one is another one that you did not see. This is Diamine Tobacco Sunburst. This is part of their, their guitar series? I don't know, there's like 4 or 5 inks in this series. So I don't know if this is limited edition or special edition. Well, I guess it's special edition because it's its own little group, but I don't know if it's limited. I know you can get this on Amazon, so if you're interested. But this actually is replacing, if you did watch my ink exploration video, this is replacing my original choice of, what was it, African Gold, Robert Oster African Gold, because I got this in a sample and I liked this way better. Can you hear my daughter? She is in her room playing with her toys. And all of her toys, all of her stuffed animals and dolls and things, they all have extremely high-pitched voices. Every single one of them. Okay, the next one is Sailor Ink Studio 967. I gushed about this ink when I did the exploration video on greens, and did I even put this in a pen? I want to say it was another one like Koke-iro that I didn't even put it in a pen because I knew I would buy it, but I don't remember. No, I think I had it in a pen, but I raved about this ink because this is like the perfect wetness. It's the perfect color. It has the perfect amount of shading. This ink is everything. So I will probably be trying a few more Sailor Ink Studios. But I'm excited to have this as a full bottle because this is probably, at this point in time, this is my favorite ink. If you asked me right now to pick one ink to have for the rest of my life, I would be very sad, but I would probably pick this because it's just perfect in every way. I put a lot of it on the page, so it just kind of looks like a dark blob right now, but hopefully it'll dry in this video. and then you can see it a little bit better. The next 4 are my Robert Osters, so I'm going to start with Motor Oil. I don't know what the number is. Is the number for, is that like just the number code? Because they are all different. So I don't know. Motor Oil, and it's 50225. If you know what that is, let me know. If I'm right, then it's just like a skew or something. I don't know. But I also raved about this because this actually feels like you're writing with oil, because it's very viscous, it's very thick and interesting. I don't know, I've never written with an ink that felt like this, and I did put it in a wet nib, so that probably had a lot to do with it. Not sure what I was trying to do there. Okay. That is probably as close to black that I would ever get. It's not a gray ink, it's like a brown green. I don't know how to explain it, just like a grungy brownish green. But from far away and even in the writing, it kind of comes off as being almost black, and so that's probably the closest to black ink that I will ever get, because I don't really enjoy blacks or like dark blues anymore. I did at first, because I actually exclusively for a couple years when I first started was writing with Noodler's Lexington Gray, because it was waterproof and everything proof, and then I just decided to stop resisting the beautiful inks that are out there, because what are the chances that my notebooks are going to get wet? Probably very slim. Now that I say that, probably very high, but this is Melon Tea. And now that I've experienced all of these beautiful colors, I'm not really interested in the basic blacks and the like dark blues. Plus, the dark blues just they all seem to have that red sheen, and I really don't like the color red, so I don't really buy those anymore. Okay. I have 2 more, one of them being a shimmer. So I'm going to do Eucalyptus Leaf. And this is, again, this is one of my favorite inks as well. I guess all of them are my favorites, that's why I bought them, to last me all of next year. But I just spent a lot of time this year buying a lot of things, and not that the things that I bought were not good purchases, but I spent this year really finding out and fine-tuning what I like and what I don't like about not this hobby, but just aspects of the hobby. So what pens I like, what I don't like, what inks I don't like, which ones I do like, storage situations, journaling situations, planner situations, all of those. I spent this year really fine-tuning that, I think, and so that's kind of why I want to do a no-buy next year. I'm gonna just shake this a little bit. I know some people get weird about that. I really don't care if it causes bubbles. Bubbles pop, they go away. But this is Rose Gilt Tint. So yeah, so I bought all of these inks because I know that I love them and I know that I would use them on a regular basis, because that's kind of what I'm aiming for. I just like to go back to the days before, you know, before we knew that social media was a thing and FOMO was a thing and all of that. Oh, I need to write it. Because I'm just kind of tired, I guess, and I'm going to talk about this more in depth in my video about it, but that's just kind of how I'm feeling. So 2021 will be, for me, the year of using everything that I already have. I never remember how to spell Gilt, because I always want to spell it like feeling guilty with a U, but that's not how it's spelled. All right. But yeah, if you guys are thinking about doing a no-buy, or if you're thinking about, heck no, I'm not doing a no-buy, let me know. Again, we can talk more about it in my specific video for it, but that's just kind of where I'm at lately. But those are my 8 inks. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.